do the look from Katy Perry's video Firework. It's bang on trend for spring and it's really easy to recreate. So the first thing to do, as always, is prep the skin. We're going to use a light moisturiser with your fingers and just use circular motions to rub it into your face. If you create a good base, the rest of your makeup will follow. Okay, so we're going to apply foundation, but a great tip for you is if you don't need it all over the skin, then just apply it in the areas that need a little bit of coverage. You don't need to put it over the whole face. So here, because Georgia's got great skin, I'm literally just going to put it over the cheeks where there's a little bit of redness, and it'll take that down. Take it under the eyes just to cover any circles. Now in the video, Katy's eyebrows are quite strong and defined, so we're going to use an angled brush and an eyeshadow to just fill in any sparse areas. Really helps give definition to the eye and finish the whole look. So once we've preened the brows, we're going to start with one colour using a stiff brush in your eyeshadow and apply to the whole lower lid into the socket area. You can use quite a bit of product because we want to have enough to blend outwards. Always tap off the excess. Now we're just going to use a big fluffy brush to blend out the eyeshadow all the way up to the brow bone. We can also layer it so that there's more eyeshadow on the lower lid. Literally just keep building it up till you've got the desired effect. So blending into the socket and up to the brow bone. So the colour is essentially going over the whole lid. It's just a little bit darker at the lash line. So the key to getting this look is having really feathery lashes. Now I'm going to use false eyelashes. Instead of using two, I'm going to use one and I'm going to cut it in half. Now you need to make sure that the eyelash is equal length on either side for this to work. And then we're literally going to cut it directly in the middle to create two false lashes. So I'm going to use some black eyelash glue instead of white. This just helps blend the lashes in more. So I'm going to use my tweezers to grab the lash, tip it upside down and dip the root end into the glue. If you leave it for a few seconds, wait for it to go slightly tacky, this is the best way to get it to stick. I'm going to put it on the outer corner of the eye. Now you should always apply your false lashes before your mascara so that you can use your mascara to blend them into your own lashes. And literally place it right on the outside corner of the eye, and then we're going to blend it in later. Now we're going to use a volumizing mascara to blend in the eyelashes. Look down for me. It's important to get them really well coated. Look up for me. Now we're going to coat the bottom lashes as well with lots of mascara. Don't worry if you make any mess, because we literally use a cotton bud and wipe under any mascara that smudges. So now, just before we apply any blush, we're going to conceal any blemishes. So you notice that I'm doing this after foundation because then it stays on better. Just brush your concealer over any areas that need coverage. And we're nearly there. Okay, now we're going to apply a stain for the blusher. Just smile for me. Smile a bit bigger. So when you get the apples of the cheeks there, you want to put your blusher on the apples of the cheek and take it up towards the centre of the ear, and that's the correct place your blusher should be, not up here, from there to there. Now I'm using just a little bit of translucent powder to take away any shine on the face. Again, make sure you tap your brush, it takes off any excess. Now I just want to do a little bit of contour using a brown powder in the hollows of your cheeks. So if you really suck your cheeks in for me, that's it. That is the place where we add our contour. I want it quite light, so I'm just moving it around with my fingers. Now we're going to use a lipstick first and apply it all over the lip to get a base colour. Then I'm going to blot the lips. Open your mouth, just blot. That'll just keep it in place a bit longer if you take off any excess. And then I'm going to use a lip gloss over this that's got a little bit of shimmer particles in it. If you use a brown based one over the pink, it will just tone it down slightly. And then we get the exact colour that Katy used. And for the final finishing touch, we get a real pop star glow with a sweep of highlighter just over the top of the cheekbones.